Arguably, the NBA's most talented duo LeBron James and Anthony Davis gave the Warriors a not-so-housewarming gift on Saturday. The Warriors played their first game in the brand-new Chase Center. USC is a hit-or-miss in the bullpen. While Brian Griske had 6 no-hit innings, the Anteaters exposed the bullpen in the remainder of the game. However, in the previous 2 games, pitchers John Beller, Ethan Hoopengarner, and Alex Cornwell showed some promises on the mound. A win in any 3 of this weekend's games would give the Trojans and new coach Jason Gill an attractive look on their resume. Even without Paul George, Kawhi Leonard is still surrounded by one of the NBA's best supporting casts. And while Kawhi Leonard might get booed by Laker fans, he's setting up the Clippers to be in the running for the Western Conference's best team. So, who will win LA? We will have to wait and see. What do you guys think? Lakers, Clippers? Thanks, Michael. Men's hoops cashed in on another win last night. The Trojans defeated South Dakota State 84-66, and not just one, but 2 players reached and passed 1,000 career points last night. Last week was all about the freshmen, but Enfield is really benefiting from how deep this roster is, because last night the seniors were the real show. I mean, let's be honest, the NFL draft does that itself. You know, high school kids are going to big name schools because they know those are the schools that get drafted from. So that alone the NCAA is going to look at. I do think there's an issue that it took this long for the NCAA to do this move. I am liking what I'm seeing in terms of consistency. Those guys like Elijah Weaver showing up game after game, guys like Jonah Matthews consistently being a top scorer. I would like to see the Trojans find a solution to their first half fallouts, though. Coach Enfield and the guys are continuously saying how they're showing that they can be a team to come back from behind. But I need to see what it takes to not be in that situation at all. What does it take to start on top and stay on top? And to help me discuss all things basketball, I have Reagan Griffin Jr., our very own Annenberg basketball beat reporter. Injury prone has seemed to be the reoccurring storyline this season. Tuesday's injury report highlighted that running back Vavai Malepeai was participating in full pads. He's still day-to-day, but it's looking good for game day. Tyler Vaughn's had a few reps in last week's game, and coach said he's still being eased in, but is looking better this week than last. And that's such a special spot for him to be in as a senior, and Keaton has had a great game. Let's not discredit him on that great few games, but you can't get those numbers unless you have the talented wideouts that you have down the field, like Pittman, like Drake London, who we saw get Pac-12 recognition this week. Those are really key players for USC to have on their offense. 8 wins, 2 losses, 10 games down. I'm Tyler Myerly, and this is the Husky Huddle. The CIF Southern Section Division I playoffs begin tomorrow night, and Centennial will be hosting J. Sarah Catholic. Jake, QB3 stepping into 4th quarter, picking up the momentum for the team. How do you think you changed the pace for your offense?
I just like to bring a...
Coach Logan, congratulations on your first win of playoffs. Were you guys expecting a 56-0 shutout in the first game?
No, we were not. The defense played phenomenal and gave us the ball back right away, and I think, we took advantage of both.
Okay, let's flip it to the positive. After this, you're headed to the next level to play collegiately. Tomorrow, you take your official visit to USC. Describe the excitement of going on to play at the next level.
I'm very excited. It's always...
And when you are not only following the footsteps of one person, but 2, sometimes it's difficult to build your own legacy. Off of the field, what do you wish people knew about you that makes you JJ the Third?
That's a good question. A lot of times people,
When you realize that you are in this day and age of breaking glass ceilings, so to speak, how special is it for you to have that influence on your little brother to teach him that this is the norm?
Yeah, it's very special. I mean, I'm